So I brought up the idea of a little storytime video in my group chat, and they were saying I should do this, so here we are. For context, I've been working at McDonald's for a couple months now, and before you say anything, this is my first job and pretty much the only one I could get at the time. The job's actually pretty fun at times though. My other coworkers are hella nice, the managers are awesome, most of the customers are cool, but there's a select few that seem to have woke up on the wrong side of the bed, per se. And that's what I'll be talking about today. I put some timestamps in the description for the type of crap that I bring up. We've got weird customers, funny work shit, and the angry customers. I haven't encountered a Karen yet, thankfully. Anyway, let's start with the weird ones. First off, we got this one lady who came in and immediately turned to the bathroom. I'm a register most of the time, by the way. I don't think much of it because people do that all the time. Take a couple more orders and I see her come back. Now, when she first walked in, she tipped me off for a sec because she had messy hair. When she comes back, I noticed something I definitely didn't notice beforehand. She had this creepy ass doll just chilling in her arms. I had to take her order while trying my hardest not to eyeball the shit out of this thing. So I finished up and walked to the back to tell my manager about the shit I just saw. Turns out, her and 4 other people were watching this interaction on the cameras. I was too creeped out to say anything about that. I was just like, wasn't that woman hella creepy just now? And she went, totally. I'm surprised you handled that so well. But another customer also gave me a $5 tip earlier that day for my service, so good with the bad. Next up, this one guy came in who said he was getting off a bus without his bag, or something like that, and that he didn't have any money. But he was hungry. Considering his clothes, my deductive reasoning told me that he was homeless, but I didn't outright say that. He was nice though, and I felt bad for him. However, by then I was only a couple weeks, maybe a month in, I didn't have much on me. So my coworker who was taking drive-thru orders, let's call her Anna. Anna pays for his meal since it was a pretty low price, and he thanks her and leaves. Seems like a nice guy, right? Yeah, we're gonna come back to him later. Let's move on to the funnies. So there's one manager, let's call him Dion. He's an asshole, but a fun asshole. For some unknown reason, I turn around from what I'm doing, and I see his body 90% inside of a box on his head, along with another coworker who we'll call Tyler. So they're in this upside down box, and I don't know what the hell is happening or what led to this. They seem to take it off, but it's impossible to explain that. Here's something you can laugh at me for. For those of you who don't know, I'm pansexual. You can probably tell where this is headed. So this guy walks in with his friends, and let's just say, I definitely found my type that day. I tried to take their orders, and I could barely fucking speak. Even his voice under a mask was hella hot. So I pulled myself together and took their orders and kept them moving. But then as they leave, the second guy gives me a fist bump from my mask because it was a pride mask. That made me blush a lot, and I tried to hide it from everyone else. Now for some short ones. My professional work voice, you know the one. You try to sound all nice and proper, nowhere near how you actually talk. Yeah, apparently it's a bit too high for some ears, and I've been called ma'am a few times over the speaker. Now, they couldn't see my face, so I wasn't torn up about it or anything. Just something funny to share. Oh, also, never forget this day. I was on the register, and apparently someone ordered 120 effing nuggets among other shit. I saw that pop up on the screen and it was hilarious. I took a picture of it as proof. I didn't get to see his face because I was at the front register. But then this past Sunday, I see a guy come in and he orders 30 burgers. 30 fucking burgers. Then I asked him, "You the same guy that ordered 120 nuggets a while back?" He said something like, "Well, I don't know what you're talking about." So that basically confirmed it. Finally, I'm sure our store is possessed by Satan, because I rang up someone and their total came out to $6.66. I told Anna about it, and she said that they get those all the time. Even one of the managers had a code that was 666. So if I start talking backwards, you know why. Alright, moment you all been waiting for. The angry customers. Remember that homeless guy I was talking about before? He wasn't so nice the second time. This is where I found out for sure that he was homeless because that's the story he gave us this time. I was the one taking orders for the store, and Anna was on drive-thru orders for the second speaker, next to me on frontline like usual. So I try to take his order, but he goes, "No, I want to talk to her," while pointing at Anna. I try to explain to him that he's got to talk to me because I'm the one taking the inside orders, and he just says it again. Anna finishes an order she was taking and steps in, asking what was wrong. He says he doesn't have any money and he wants to get something with her help. Anna was about to say something when one of the managers stepped in saying, "Sir, it's not her job to pay for your food." He starts yelling at me and the manager, saying that he didn't want to talk to her or me. He wanted to talk with Anna. Anna was getting a bit uncomfortable, and I was honestly ready to deck this guy myself. She's become a good friend to me at this point, and this guy was just using her to get free shit because she's too nice. The manager shuts it down, making him leave. Did I mention he asked where I was from? He was saying something about Liberia, because I guess he thought it was from Africa. And it wasn't a race thing because he's black too. So I don't see why that was so important. I had to say like 5 times that I was born in America. Never lived anywhere but in Maryland. Not to mention he was the one with the accent, but I digress. Let's move on. This was on a particular day where we were packed with orders and it was pretty hectic. I was doing 3 different things at the same time, and so was everyone else. I swear I'll never complain about my food taking long again. Now I know how the other side of that feels. I had this one lady yell at me for bringing the wrong order out when it's not my damn fault. Dion hands me the order and I run it out to the reserve I'm told to head to. Not saying it was his fault either. He's only human. We were all stressed out and trying to work fast. But because I kept getting the wrong order to the wrong people, I had 3 customers get mad at me for something I couldn't control. Now that I think about it, maybe one of them was the Karen. But hey, at least you didn't try to come in without a mask on. To end things off, here's an angry customer that made me laugh. A guy came in and just ordered a Sprite. I take the money and go to the next order. After maybe 5 minutes, he stops me as I pass him and asks me why it's taking so long. I offer to go get the Sprite since I'm not doing anything, and he tells me, "Go get it then, man," which pissed me off a bit, but I shrugged it off. I input a Sprite into the drink machine before getting another order. After I finish it, I go to grab the Sprite, and then I hear, "I don't even want the Sprite anymore." I walk over and say, "It's right here, sir." He takes it, tastes it, and only to find out it tastes off. He then gets angry and asks for the manager. Dion was the only one there that day, so I tapped him, and the guy starts yelling about the drink, but Dion just turns back around. The guy keeps yelling at him, making me stifle my laugh. I tell Dion, "Bro, you the manager, you gotta handle this." And then he just goes, "Nah, I'm good." I couldn't hold in my laugh anymore and the guy left. Also, this is a funny that happened recently. One of my managers, let's call her Diane. I walked by her when I was holding an ice bucket to fill a machine, and then she goes, "I'm jealous of you." I asked why, and she said, "Because your butt's bigger than mine." I laughed so hard I almost dropped the bucket. I told my friends about it and they were saying it was grounds for sexual harassment, but I don't take shit seriously and I knew she was joking. That was quite the day. Well, anyway, that's all from me. Sorry if my voice is a little low. This is just how I talk normally. Let me know if you'd like to hear more of my work escapades. I'll see you guys next time, and thanks for watching. If my coworkers are watching this, hey guys. And for the managers, I'd appreciate not getting fired because of this video. And hi to you as well.